What's up, everybody? Welcome to High School Never Ends, a pop punk dad podcast. Wingman Steve and I recorded a amazing fantasy draft episode for our Patreon subscribers, and we wanted to give you a little insight into our shenanigans over on Patreon. So here's a little preview of our Yellowcard / starting line fantasy draft.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a very special Patreon episode of High School Never Ends. Chris, we have a fun one in store this evening. I'm excited.
We certainly do. This is something that we've never, ever done yet on High School Never Ends, but we probably should have a lot sooner than this, Steve. We're going to do a draft.
Took us 5 years to come up with this concept, and yes, it is time. We're going to beat the shit out of this. We're going to do this like every week from now on because I think it's going to be really fun.
I think so too. And the fun thing was really kind of picking out what we were going to draft from to begin with. So, Steve, why don't you tell everybody what the draft pool looks like? I know you probably want to introduce the people on the show right now, but
we'll get to them.
Let's get to the draft poll. Tell the people out there what we're drafting.
All right, so everybody pretend that this is like fantasy sports, and you're drafting a team, except the teams that we are each going to be drafting, there are 4 teams, and we're going to be drafting from a pool. 2025 has been a great year of music from bands that we loved like 20 years ago that put out new shit, including 2 bands that I think everybody on this call really, really likes. They are Yellowcard, whose recent album Better Days just came out, and The Starting Line, who also just put out a very, very new record, and it's their first in a really fucking long time. So what we did is we came up with songs from Yellowcard, songs from The Starting Line, and then a couple of wild card songs, some just for funs. And we invited a couple of our very good friends, and we'll introduce them in 1 second. Calm down, guys. We are each going to draft a team like it's fantasy whatever, fantasy sports. And then we're going to have some independent third-party evaluators come in and tell us they'll rank the teams, which are the best. And it's subjective, whatever it is, but that's what it is. So Chris, introduce the fools that we have we're going to be drafting against.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, I'm one of those fools, right? That I'm going to be drafting against. I'm a team myself. Also, Wingman Steve, you are a team too. So let's just get those first 2 out of the way. But joining us today and welcoming them back to the show once again, we have Mr. Steve Kelly.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Steve.
And we also have none other than Stu. What's going on, Stu?
How we doing, boys?
Stu is also a doctor. We're going to have another doctor later. So just want to let everybody know Stu is a doctor.
Yes, we do. Steve, we also have some special guest judges, don't we?
We do. When they join us and evaluate us, we'll give them their proper intros. We got to focus on the task at hand because it's a difficult task. And the way that I want to ask you guys, if you have any strategies here, because you can see the board. We're going to read off the board. We're going to post this video, so everyone should be able to see it. We'll read them anyway for the audio folks. But the way I see it is there's 2 basic strategies here. Strategy number 1 is you could choose your personal favorites and just go with that. These are the songs that I think are the best. Strategy number 2 is you could choose the strongest of what's available, kind of think of in your fantasy order, and then, draft the best songs so that a neutral third party comes in and says, that is a strong team. So Stu, going into this, what is your strategy for this draft?
I'm going to pick the songs I like.
Fuck everybody else.
Yeah, fuck everyone else.
Chris, what's your strategy?
Well, my strategy probably is going to get blown up based on the draft order because I think I got screwed.
Yes, we did ask the chat GPTs to put it in order, and we'll get to the order, but Chris does not have a high draft pick. Steve, I think your strategy is just to shit on the entire game, the songs, the way that we've constructed this entirely. Am I wrong?
Well, okay. I feel like you need to explain how this goes a little bit because when you pitched this to me, I was like, oh, okay, I get to choose from their entire catalog. This is going to be great. And then you were like, no. You have to pick from the songs I chose for you.
We chose to collectively. That there is a very nice plethora of songs from both bands. But yes, that's how it's working. There are certain songs that you can draft from. And Chris, why don't you do? Should we go through these songs that are available to be drafted this evening?
Yeah, but before we do, I have to correct you on something you said to begin with. You said that the wildcard songs are just for fun. There is nothing fun about these wildcard songs, Steve. They're not fun at all.
Well, I think, Chris, the thought was, why don't we just throw something in that is really ridiculous and stupid, so that if all teams are equal, maybe one of these songs sways the judges one way or the other.
Obnoxious, even.
Yes, yes, that's the point.
Potentially. But yes, let's go down the list and let's let everybody know what songs we'll be drafting from.
All right, so here's the deal. There are 10 Yellowcard songs, there are 10 starting line songs, and then there are 4 absolutely ridiculous random songs. And we're going to do this kind of snake style, like a fantasy draft. ChatGPT chose Stu to go first, then me, then Steve, Kelly, and then Chris. But then Chris will get 2 in a row, so that's good. And we picked a couple of different categories of songs for each band. However, you can pick anything from the list at any point in time. Your team can be constructed of all Yellowcard, all starting line. It can be a mix, whatever the hell you want. So these categories don't necessarily matter in terms of what you draft, but we wanted to kind of have some equal representation. So I'll read the first couple, and then Chris, I'll ask you to finish it out. So to start it off, we have some big songs off of big albums. For Yellowcard, we have Ocean Avenue, and we have Only One. For starting line, we have The Best of Me and Leaving. We also have recent singles. So for Yellowcard, off their new record, we have Better Days, we have Bedroom Posters, and for starting line, we have Sense of Humor and Circulate, the 2 singles that they released. Chris, I'll let you say the rest of the board.
All right. Where did you leave off here? At Solid Shit?
Deep cuts.
All right, let's talk about the deep cuts. So for Yellowcard, we're looking at the song Avondale and October Nights. And then for the starting line, Greg's Last Day and Anyways. Those are the deep cuts. And as I said before, now we get to the solid shit, which is good.
Aptly named.
So for Yellowcard, there's 4 of them. There's Lights and Sounds. There's Rough Landing Holly. There's Light Up the Sky. And there's Always Summer, followed by the starting line's solid list of Island, Direction, Bedroom Talk, and Surprise, Surprise. Steve, what are these wild card songs?
All right, the wild cards at the end. And listen, you can draft these in the first round. There's going to be 6 rounds. I don't know if we mentioned that. You could draft these in the first round. You could draft them in the last round. But we have Lou Bega's Mambo number 5. We have Los Del Rio's Macarena. We have the Baha Men and Who Let the Dogs Out. And we have Psy, Gangnam Style. So if there's one of those that you like or think it's stronger than the others, good luck to you. Again, our Mel Kuypers are waiting to come in and analyze our drafts. But that's what it is. So, Steve, come on, man. That's a pretty good mix of songs, even though you wanted the full catalog. Is it not?
I can tell that some of these are like songs. Well, we'll just see how this plays out, man.
What are you going to say? Songs that I like?
Yes.
Because I think some are songs that you like, too.
Yes, there's a couple.
Chris,
they're questioning the integrity of this list. Can you back me up, please?
Well, I mean, I think that you said the word subjective, right? So, I mean, I think that when you go and draft a team of anything, right? Let's just say football, for instance, you don't have really a choice. The players are the players. You can't draft Walter Payton in 2025 because it won't do you any good. And he's on the list. So you got to go with the list that's put in front of you. And this is the list that's put in front of us. So
well, let me ask you this. Are there any strategies I should know about how these songs will point out in competitive playlisting?
This is going to be subjective to our 2 analysts at the end. So I cannot speak. I don't know exactly the songs that they like or think are strongest. They could be opening Spotify and looking at top streams. They could have, they both do have deep ties to both bands. So it's a total subjective game. You want to put together the strongest team that you can based on your draft position.
Based on what I think they'll like, but no. It's going to be what I like.
I mean, Steve, you don't do anything based on what others like. You're just going to do your own thing. I know.
Yeah, but hypothetically, that's what a draft would be anyway. I mean, if you were drafting a fantasy football team, you do draft the players that you like, that you think are going to do the best, and the ones that, you obviously have a gut feeling about. So similar, in a lot of ways. Obviously, there's a lot of differences too, but I think it'll turn out okay.
Yeah. And we've all had conversations about Yellowcard, about the starting line. We've seen these bands together and stuff like that. So, there might be some strategy in stealing some of the songs that we may know each other are gunning for. If you guys think that you know me so well, and I think that I know you so well. So we'll see what happens, right?
Yeah. Especially when you give yourself the second spot. The number 2 spot.
I actually copy and pasted the ChatGPT thing. It is right here. I said, please randomize who will go 1, 2, 3, 4.
I know. You can't blame me for being mad. You can't blame me.
But you're gonna get that like last spot in the first round, first spot in the second round can be critical. So I think you're gonna be just fine.
Appreciate that.
All right, boys, are we ready to go? Anything else before we get started?
I think that's it, man. So wait, we only get 6 songs each.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
So Stu, you're on the clock. You get to go first. Round 1, pick number 1. You get to pick out of any of these songs what you would like on your team for your number 1 pick.
Okay.
Lou Bega.
Well, I think we're gonna pick Island. That's the first one coming off the list.
All right. The Island by the starting line is going to Stu. That brings it to me. I think I would have guessed that you would have picked Island. Now, I was thinking about this in preparation for this draft. I really do think in order to build the strongest team, and the Island might have been available to you, Stu, in the next round. You might have reached for Island. I think that you have to have one of the big 4 songs. These are your first round draft picks. I think that you have to have one of these songs on your team, and you don't yet. But I will. I'm going to start with the starting line's Best of Me as my first pick.
Okay. Listen to you, already judging. It's not your job to judge. All right.
I'm just saying this is what
I don't know that there's a defined strategy here yet, Steve. This might be the first time this has ever been done.
That's why you're going to lose, because you don't know.
I knew you were going to do that. I can honestly say that, and that's not giving you shit or anything. I knew you were going to go that way.
We knew
that song or one of the big ones.
I knew you were going to. Well, one of the top 2 at the very top of the list. I knew you were going to go that way.
First round, dude. What are you going to pass on Christian McCaffrey if you have the second pick and it comes to you? No way.
I mean, he gets injured a lot, so.
Well, Best of Me's got some staying
guys,
power.
There's going to be a run on the starting line here in the first round because I'm taking it anyways.
Nice.
Wow.
It's my favorite song, and I don't want any of you to have it.
That's interesting. I really would have thought that could have lasted till later in the draft.
Steve, I wouldn't be able to live with myself if it wasn't on my playlist. So fuck you guys.
Anyways, goes to you, Steve Kelly. Congratulations. You got your number 1 pick.
I knew that I would have to fight you all for it.
Which brings us to Chris 183.
Oh, this is making it super easy for me because I'm taking with my first pick only one from Yellowcard.
Solid.
And with my second song, I'm taking Rough Landing Holly.
All right. Oh. Going down into the solid
I feel like I was
shit.
robbed a little bit.
That's one of my other favorite songs of theirs. So
we got some stealing of picks. All right, so going back around, Steve Kelly, this is Chris has a Yellowcard only team after 2 rounds. Where are you going to go?
Hit me with Circulate.
All right. Wow. Steve Kelly is going the more recent of the starting line.
Told you guys, and I told Kenny I like new shit.
He does.
We did tell him that. Actually, all 3 of us were at that show.
Yeah, man. We all had that interaction with Mr. Kenneth. Okay, so this brings it to me, and I feel like this is kind of hard here because all right, we obviously still have Ocean Avenue, which is the giant Yellowcard song. Which would probably give me quite the powerhouse of number 1 hits here. And I do kind of want to mix it up between Yellowcard and starting line, but I love Leaving. I think I'm going to take Leaving. I think I'm going to go with 212.99 for my second song. So I'm double starting line here so far.
It's a good pick.
It's a good pick.
I could pick
Okay.
up some Yellowcard later. There's a lot left.
Man,
Stu, this brings to you.
there's some good ones out here.
Stew for two.
I don't know, man. I think I'm still just gonna pick the songs I like. You know, I kind of want to go Yellowcard so I can switch it up.
You do get 2 picks in a row, just so you're aware.
Yeah,
with the snake draft.
I know. That's nice. All right, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go with Better Days because I think it's a pretty good song.
I didn't think it was gonna. I didn't think it was
good
gonna
song.
last, but
And then we're gonna head up. We're gonna hit Surprise, Surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
There we go.
if he didn't pick Better Days, would it have lasted through to me?
I think it would have.
Steve.
Stu.
I think it might have. Yeah.
I mean, you know what? I'm not sure I really like that new album that much, but that is a good song.
Yes, it certainly is.
All right. Well, I feel like I'm just getting left these top hits. I mean, I feel like how do I not take Ocean Avenue, which is still on the board here, from compiling a mega list of Yellowcard and Starting Line? I'm going to take Ocean Avenue. You guys left it for me. I don't really want it, but I'm taking it. Strategy. Steve Kelly, this is your 3rd round pick.
Give me Lights and Sounds.
Oof, I feel like Chris wanted that one too. Chris, you're getting sniped here.
Chris, if you want to orchestrate a trade for Rough Landing Holly for Lights and Sounds, I'm willing to consider it.
Orchestrating a trade.
You'd have to throw in something else. I can't. One for one.
Trade you my
doesn't work.
5th round draft pick.
All right. Well, that blew up a lot.
Austin
of what I wanted
Lubeg
to
is
do.
Mambo number 5.
Chris is on for 2 now.
Nothing really. I don't know, guys. Like that was where I was looking at. This is like one of those ones where you get snaked and then you don't know what to do next. Do I get a second to think about it? Because this is going to be something that I got to think about for a second.
Sure. We'll
you
do
got a second.
We'll do a quick recap. Stu's got Starting Line's Island, then Yellowcard's Better Days, and Surprise, Surprise. I have The Best of Me and Leaving by the Starting Line and Ocean Avenue by Yellowcard. And Steve Kelly has Anyways by the Starting Line, Circulate by the Starting Line, and Lights and Sounds. Chris is currently sitting at a Yellowcard only playlist with only one Rough Landing Holly, and he now has 2 picks in a row. Do you need more time? I can read what's left.
No.
Okay. I'm good at filling dead air.
Oh. Give me Light Up the Sky.
Okay. Light Up the Sky. That concludes half of our draft, guys. Chris, you get to kick off the second half as well.
And then give me direction.
Okay, Chris is on the Starting Line wagon a little bit here. With
I really
Starting Line's
don't. Listen,
direction.
I'll tell you, like those 3 Starting Line songs, I don't love that much. I think they're fine, but I figured I got to have a Starting Line song on my roster, and it's the best one of the 3 in my opinion. So,
Give me October Nights.
Nice. That actually helps me a little bit because I was down.
Well, excuse me, guys.
God bless you. Make sure and sneeze right into the mic next time.
I tried to move it away.
That helps me a lot because I was going back and forth between October Nights and this one. I'm taking Bedroom Posters. I think that song is fucking killer, and it should have got more airplay. It's kind of brand new, but I love it. So I'm going with Bedroom Posters.
Man, part of me wants to go rogue here and pick Who Let the Dogs Out, like ahead of the game.
It's like a run on kickers in the
yeah, exactly.
in the 7th.
Exactly. All right.
Well, the thing is, if all those stupid songs are left at the end, you're going to get the last one available unless you go out of order.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Bedroom talk over sense of humor.
You could take them both. You get 2 picks.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Bedroom Talk And I'm going to take Yellowcard's Always Summer.
Always Summer. Okay. Did we do this wrong? I think we have the wrong number of songs.
Do we need more songs?
We're missing one.
Wait.
We need one more song.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we need one more.
Okay. Call an audible.
All right. Well, I'll take what's available here. I'm going to take Avondale. And why don't we just say that Steve and Chris can either choose the last starting line song, Sense of Humor, or pull anything from the catalog since you had such a difficult time?
Well, it's Steve's pick. Go ahead, Steve.
Look at this. Look at his face is lighting up.
It is lighting up.
It's lighting up like the sky.
I'm so thrilled. We are going to go with... Let me think about this. All right, so my team is... Anyways, we got Circulate, we got Lights and Sounds, we got October Nights. Is there anything here where I'm like, I couldn't live without... Yeah, dude, I want Yellowcard's Hollywood Died.
Okay. Yellowcard, Hollywood Died. Yeah, that was some interesting math. Nobody caught it. Everybody saw this beforehand. Nobody caught the bad math.
That is funny.
So I can't pick one, right? Like that was
you could pick the last one, which is on the board, Sense of Humor, or you can pick anything you want from either.
I want Yellowcard Way Away.
Okay.
Good pick.
Very Yellowcard centric in your picks. And then we have to we now get to do the last round, guys.
Yeah. So now we have one extra song, right?
Yeah. So Sense of Humor is now out. You got to pick from the Just for Funds.
Got it. Well, I think none of these four songs are any good, and the fact that I get the first pick of all four of them is something.
It's consolation.
Oh man,
they're all so bad that they're good.
I guess at one point in time, I actually thought that I could listen to Mambo Number 5 and not be mad, so I'm gonna go that one. Lou Bega, Mambo Number 5.
Chris, I do feel like you have repaid me for the rough landing Holly now because I wanted that one and I thought about drafting it last round just to have it.
Good luck on your pick here, because
give me Macarena. There was a time in my life where I really liked the Macarena.
Oh gosh, I think Chris is dying.
He's dying.
I'm laughing. Actually, it's a laugh cough.
Took a hit too hard on the bong.
Laugh, cough, die. I think you guys made this a little easy on me. I think Gangnam Style, it was a nationwide phenomenon. I think of all of those.
Weren't all of these nationwide phenomena?
Oh yeah, all of them.
I mean, yeah, but I'm going Gangnam Style.
Did you do that dance, the Gangnam Style dance?
Well, I guess that leaves me with Who Let the Dogs Out anyways.
Which it sounded like you wanted. How
so
did that
glad
happen?
I did. I wanted that song.
Wow. All right, guys.
Fitting for the vet.
Well, that's fantastic. We have drafted all of our teams. Why don't we go into a quick recap of each one of these teams, and then we'll introduce our evaluators to take a look at them, and they can let us know what they think. So, Stu, read down your team and tell us what you think of it.
Well, I definitely have the best team, So we got number one here. Number one pick is Island by the Starting Line. Number two pick here is Better Days off the new record by Yellowcard. Number three pick is Surprise Surprise from the Starting Line. The number four pick is Bedroom Talk by the Starting Line. Number 5 is Always Summer by Yellowcard. And the grand finale here is Who Let the Dogs Out.
Very good. I definitely have the best team. I have the absolutely most rounded team. I have 3 powerhouse hits in Starting Line's Best of Me, Starting Line's Leaving, And actually, I guess it's not a powerhouse hit, but to me it is. And Yellowcard's Ocean Avenue. We have the brand new killer track, Bedroom Posters by Yellowcard. We have a throwback Avondale, which I might get ticked for if our evaluators are not as familiar with that one, but it's a fucking solid old ass song. And I got Gangnam Style, nationwide, worldwide phenomenon.
Damn, I feel like you guys really sold this. All right. Listen, this playlist is basically just songs that I like, so I'm sorry. You either are gonna get it or you're gonna be like, that's a terrible playlist. We've got the starting lines, Anyways, off of the Anyways EP, which was the best thing they've ever done to date. We have Circulate off of the new album that is pretty damn good as well.
It is.
And then we have Yellowcard's Lights and Sounds, Yellowcard's October Nights, and as an audible, I got to pick a song from the entire catalog of the starting line or Yellowcard and went with Hollywood Died off of Lights and Sounds. My final pick was Los Del Rio's Macarena, which I would argue is less annoying than the former two joke picks.
Subjective.
It's kind of funny. They all are extremely annoying. Every one of these songs is.
By the way, I figured out what
Famously
happened, why
annoying.
we had the wrong number of songs. This was something in when I was dragging and dropping, we lost starting lines Greg's Last Day. So I don't know where it went. I guess
it
we'll
was
watch,
in there.
Yeah,
Yep.
we'll watch back on this video, but I might have dropped something on top of it and fucked it up, but it's okay.
That's okay. This ended up better anyway. The funny thing is, how many weddings out there have you heard Gangnam Style or Who Let the Dogs Out versus Macarena? So you might be right, Steve, about that one. I didn't want any of them at my wedding, to be honest with you, but somebody played it anyway. So coming down to the final team here, I do believe that I have the best, maybe not well-rounded team, but when you think of a team it consists of almost all bangers and solid songs, I think you really need to look no further than this one. We start off with two just foundational hits. Only One by Yellowcard, just a mega, mega, mega hit song. It's just amazing. And Rough Landing Holly, this was the steal of the draft, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one everybody wanted but could not have. Yellowcard Light Up the Sky would be my third one. Yes, I decided to go heavy Yellowcard at this point in time because it just made sense. Even though I would have loved to have had either Better Days or Lights and Sounds, this was the third best option for me. I did go, a little bit of starting line with Direction, the intro track off of that album. And then the fourth pick was because I got the chance to choose one for myself. So, of course, I went back to Yellowcard and went for that number one track, Way Away. And then finally, my wild card pick was Lou Bega, Mambo number 5, because I think it probably is the most tolerable of all of those four.
Well, those are the teams. We now have our independent third-party evaluators who we will introduce one at a time. First, we have Dr. Bernie. Dr. Bernie, welcome to the show. You've heard our draft. You've seen the results. Why don't you give us a little bit of your credentials? Why do you feel that you are able to judge these Yellowcard starting line playlists?
Well, I mean, I go back and, we're in 2025, right? So we are talking nostalgia tours, all these bands coming out with new albums. We are on the Pop Punk Dad Bod podcast here. So it just goes way back, right? Like we're talking about high school into college, driving up and down the highway on our way to Rockstar Land, right? So like this goes deep. It goes like way back. So I would say that evaluating these songs seems like just overall natural progression of life as it stands and as we embark on our journey towards figuring out which of these playlists would I most like to work out to right now, or would I like to drive to work to right now, right?
And what are your qualifications?
My qualifications, spending a lot of time specifically with you at a lot of these shows for a couple of decades now. So I would say that would be one. Number two, just listening over and over to all of these songs so many times. And I would say even going like on deployments underway on the sea, listening to Yellowcard and Starting Line, just trying to make the hours go by until I got back from deployment. So I'd say a lot of this runs deep, just, from life in general. So I would say that those credentials alone, I would say, would make me qualified to take a look, take a peek.
Okay, you are approved.
That was awesome, dude. That was great.
I was like, give me your resume. And he's like, I'm going to give you my fucking resume.
That was good, man.
We should change the name of the show to the Pop Punk Dad Bod podcast.
Yeah, I have a Pop Punk Dad Bod. That's fine.
Let's at least talk about it.
Okay, could do that. It'll be like a workout show presented by Ozempic.
No, it would just be this show called that.
All right, Chris, introduce our other evaluator.
Yeah, we have a long-time fan of the show. Maybe not long time, but I like to think so. And also multi-time guest and evaluator on the show. We welcome back, but it's the first time as a judge, Mr. Sam R. I don't know if I give out last names or not, but Sam R. What is up? Welcome to the show as one of our judges.
What is up, fellas? Thanks for having me back.
Welcome.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's time for you to give your resume.
Yeah, same question to you.
Don't ask me for a resume because I don't know that I can beat that. But I can tell you that first of all, I was slightly offended when looking through these deep cuts because I'm such a big fan of both of these bands that I think we could have gotten deeper on the deep cuts. So I think that should tell you about how long I've been listening to both of these. I think every time I come on this show, I say that I'm a diehard fan of whatever band we're talking about, but I really mean it when I'm talking about the Starting Line. That's my bread and butter. That's the band that I've followed from day one, listening to all their LimeWire demos that weren't ever making it on any actual LPs or anything like that. It's just one of my all-time favorite bands. Yellowcard, again, well-versed here too. There wasn't a single song on this list that was foreign to me. All songs that I've listened to repeatedly over the years. Some of their newer stuff has really been on rotation as of late. So I think I'm well-versed to give you guys a good baseline on what the most solid playlist should look like here.
Sam, what are the deep cuts that you didn't see that you would have hoped to see on this list? Take away Greg's Last Day, because we made an Excel error and that should have been on there. But anything other than that?
That's hilarious.
Well, I think Greg's Last Day is definitely one of those. Man, there's stuff like the piano song for the Starting Line. If you know anything about that, it's quite literally a piano song that he wrote when he was like 13 years old or something. I'm telling you, there's stuff like that that's been around for years and never seen the light of day outside of those LimeWire days.
I feel like if we had something like that, like we would be scared to draft it because we wouldn't know if anybody, like if I put West Girl Scout Road on here, like would anybody know what that is?
Fair.
Like Rough Draft, I guess Rough Draft might be a little bit more recognizable, but like those two types, that's why, wasn't sure. I think the deep was somewhat deep, but
reasonable deep. I hear you.
Dr. Bernie, are there any songs that were not included on this list that you think like, man, they should have put those on there?
I mean, looking at more ballads, deeper cuts. I don't know. It's hard to say because like you want to balance out the new, right? So, I mean, I'm just going through like some of the deeper cuts that you see on Spotify right now. And I think like if you were looking at just two from each band, like I think they're not wrong. I think when you're looking at a draft for this scenario, I think you picked like two good ones, right? But like would I have liked to have seen Cigarette on there? Yeah. I mean, that would have been phenomenal. But that being said, you just got to pick songs, allow the draft to happen and, move on from the past, right? There's some really good new stuff on here that we need to get to, right? So I think you did a pretty good job.
All right. Well, we're going to play out the season here in just a few minutes and see how we did. Why don't we have you guys kind of each? You can see the screen, okay? Just want to make sure that the share is all right. You can see the teams and the songs there.
Yep.
Okay.
No issues.
So why don't we have you guys give? I don't know, maybe just a couple of general overviews on each one of the teams, and then you guys can kind of debate and rank them and see where you think they fall. Could you potentially come to a consensus? Are they going to be two different rankings? I think we have to turn the floor over to you. This is what we brought you in for.
Yeah. Doc, you want to go first?
Yeah, I mean, I did rank all the songs, kind of like Mel Kiper, has the board. I think when it comes to, first two rounds, in a snake style format, you gotta, from my standpoint, gotta go with the powerhouse approach. Like, make sure you just knock those big songs off the board, and then you can get creative with deeper cuts, things that you like. But when I'm first starting out, like, I want to make sure I get the best available. So that's kind of what I was looking for. And just, I mean, hands down, like, if you're gonna go powerhouse and go for the starting line straight out with powerhouse songs, I think that's, to me, the best bet, because Yellowcard's catalog is just a lot deeper. So I think you could have waited on some of those Yellowcard songs to kind of round out your team. But just trying to knock out some powerhouse starting line to start off, I think was the right approach.
Man,
so that's kind of how I evaluated it.
Damn, that was good, Doc.
Some wild ESPN analysis going on here.
Dude, we bring in professionals. Like, what do you think that we're doing?
I mean, it's amazing, dude.
So, like, yeah, I mean, Best of Me is a 99 rating. Like, it's a crowd pleaser. It's phenomenal. It's timeless. Leaving, same scenario, timeless. 212.99, like,
I'll see you guys later.
At the stroke of midnight.
I think we know where this is going.
You guys have been friends for how long, Steve?
A long time.
Mm-hmm.
But we have individual minds. This is not a hive mindset here.
Of course. No, good stuff.
My turn? Is it my turn?
Yeah, go for it.
I need to stop following them. I need to go first. However, you are giving me some good perspective that I wasn't really thinking of going into this. I agree with a lot of what you said. I think the starting line in terms of round one picks is a no-brainer for me. Anyway, some of the more recent starting line stuff really stood out to me because as a lifelong fan, I've been waiting so long for new music. So when I got those first singles kind of slipping through over the last couple of years and the potential for them coming back, I think it would have been a definite top of my list. A little sad to see Sense of Humor still sitting off on the left there, though. That don't really bum me out. It's been a super big hit for me. I don't know that I disagree with a lot of what was said there. I like a lot of the TSLs and the sitting in the number one spots. That's definitely, I think, an advantage. I thought coming into this that anybody that was leaning heavy on overall starting line would really take the cake for me, but I don't know. There's some really good picks on the Yellowcard slots that I can understand why they would take some of the earlier slots. So I'm kind of looking at Chris's list a little bit, thinking like, kind of makes sense. A little bit more starting line in there, and I think I might have been fully sold. Not that I'm not. You don't know, and you won't know until the very end.
So Sam, let's have each of you guys just give a couple of words about Stu's team. Give him some pluses, some minuses. What did he do right? What did he miss on? Maybe nothing.
I mean, first off, I think the first pick for starting line could have been a little bit stronger. I like Island. It's a great hit, a great track. But first round, with what was left on the board, like, I don't know, I probably would have taken Leaving. And then to follow that up with Better Days, man, you're going like deeper cut starting line than like just totally crushing it with. So I was very excited to see Better Days come off the board, and I thought like from there we were gonna hit on some more. But surprise, like phenomenal opening riff, phenomenal opening start for the song, and then it's like a letdown for me, like musically. I don't know why. It just doesn't hit as hard. Whereas like you could have potentially taken a little bit better of a song in the catalog, potentially from Yellowcard, a deeper cut at that point, just so Steve wouldn't wait and take Avondale later on in the draft. So I think a better deeper cut combined with some newer like starting line probably would have been a more well-rounded team for you in that scenario. But I think you hit on the second round, like for sure.
Oh, you like the Better Days pick, is what you're saying?
Love the Better Days pick in the second round.
Okay,
absolutely.
All right.
Sam, any notes for Stu there as he jumps back and forth in his chair squeamishly?
I'm anxious and squeamish right now.
So angry.
So for me personally, I love the 3 starting line picks, although I don't know that they are the strongest starting line picks. And I have to agree with the doc on Island being pick number 1. However, I would say that for me, of the 3 selected there, I would probably say that Surprise, Surprise would be a stronger pick for me in the number 1 spot personally over an Island. Again, agree on the Better Days pick there. Easily that 3 or 4 spot for me could be a sense of humor slot versus either Bedroom Talk or, in my version, Island. And then Yellowcard, Always Summer. That is probably one of my favorite like summer anthems for sure. So in terms of Yellowcard picks, they're really strong picks. Starting line, I like that they're the majority, although I think either the order or the selection of songs could have been stronger. And are we talking wild cards? Because we haven't hit on the 6th slot yet.
Feel free.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think the 6th slot for me and Stu's grouping actually gives a tick up to anything that might have been a tick off the ranking, because of the wild cards, it's one of the strongest selections in my opinion.
That's right.
Who let the dogs out? Like
that's right.
Directly
that was the dead
you.
last pick.
It's like picking Baker Mayfield in the final pick of the last round of the draft. Like you nailed your wild card pick there. So that's phenomenal.
Sick.
And you can thank all your guys ahead of you drafting for that falling to you.
I manifested it, bro.
I have you ranked as the number 2 overall team at an 85.2 overall average score.
What the fuck? He's actually got numbers for this. I love this.
He's got a formula. So I feel like I got a little attention on my team already. So maybe we skip me and take a look at Steve Kelly's team.
No. Why don't we go in order?
Okay, that's fine.
Let's do it.
Sam, you can start this time. Wingman Steve, best team, obviously. Tell me why.
This is just like hit after hit after hit.
They let these fall to me, man. I did not want Ocean Avenue. I didn't want it. I did not want it. I had to take it.
If I were to take a page out of the pod and look at streaming counts and playing those games of where those top singles are, you have pretty much every single one of them. With Ocean Avenue leaving and Best of Me, those are very strong picks. I'll be honest, when I saw the Yellowcard deep cuts, I'm not a big fan of October Nights, but Avondale is definitely one of those songs that I just absolutely love. Super strong picks overall, especially in the singles category. In terms of order, I don't know that I'd mess with much, man. I think you got a really solid picks overall.
Thank you. I would have taken October Nights if it was available over Avondale, but that's just me. Steve Kelly took it for me.
For what it's worth, I can't stand Gangnam Style though. That song drives me insane.
So I get a down tick on that from you. Okay.
A demerit.
Dr. Bernie.
Man, all the songs that you needed to draft fell to you. I mean, you didn't want to pick Ocean Avenue, but you had to, right? And then Bedroom Posters, I don't know how that was available in the 4th round. Talk about like finding Tom Brady, like towards the later rounds, like you found him. That's a phenomenal song in the 4th round. I'm a Psy lover here. I like the Gangnam Style, so I'm going to have to disagree here. I think that was a great wild card pick, albeit I would have liked to have seen you thick on your toes a little bit with another hit that was not on the list to see what you might have picked. because I think the two others that picked out of the catalog, phenomenal picks. If they had been available, I'm not sure if you would have picked one of those or not. But for pound, I had you ranked at an overall 91. Ooh. So I have you as a top dog.
Very nice. Just for everyone's reference, if I was pulling something that was not available on the board, and I would have, and that was in the 5th round, I would have went Rockstar Land. That's one of my top tracks, but I don't know that everybody even knows Rockstar Land, so it wasn't there.
That would have been another hit as well. Yes.
When you inevitably do this again, Steve, you should definitely make round 5 the wild card and let anybody pull anything. Chris and Steve.
We are.
I feel like that is
open for suggestions.
I think that was a treat, and that you let Chris and I do that made me feel happier about my team.
Chris, please make a note. I think that's a good idea. If you do too, then we'll do it.
Yeah. Note made. I have some thoughts, but I don't want to say anything.
You can go ahead.
No, I just think, and look, we all decided that we would sit here, and we had the judges' decisions and rules are final. So I'm not going back on that whatsoever. But I do think that I will make note that just because we believe that Ocean Avenue is a quote unquote 90 plus, I would challenge the fact that what makes it a 90 plus? Is it streams? Is it just people know it? Is it notability? Or is it that it's a better song than some of the other Yellowcard songs? Because I would challenge that it's not a better song versus other Yellowcard songs that were picked before it. So I would just throw that out there as a food for thought for those that are thinking about it. That's all.
Very good. Food for thought.
Chris, you're preaching to the choir here, bud.
Steve, you be quiet. You're about to go under the gun right now. Let's see what the boys think about you. Dr. Bernie, why don't you start us off here? Steve Kelly's list here. What do you think?
So I thought that, again, just from my draft style, I would probably pick something maybe higher up on the board. He didn't know my board, so it doesn't matter. It was on his board. However, to my delight, Hollywood Died. Holy crap. Like, phenomenal cut to just throw out there. Like, one of my, and Chris, when you say like, yeah, Ocean Avenue, why is it a 90 plus song? Like, there are better songs out there. Shoot, Hollywood Died is much better song. Like, pound for pound, second for second, like, phenomenal choice. So I think that definitely boosted that team. October Nights is a solid deep cut. Can't complain about getting that in the 4th round. Circulate, I'm not a fan of. I've tried to listen to it so much the past like few weeks when Steve told me like, hey, you're going to be a guest judge. And here are the songs, here's the playlist. I gave it a chance. And I can't get into it. So that's one of the lower ranked songs for me. You love it. That's awesome. But just not something I would take in the 2nd round. I think you definitely could have waited later on, and probably would have been able to pick that later on as well. And I think you would have had a more well-rounded team if you would have waited on Circulate. I think anyways, solid song.
Quote
I think
Steve Kelly, I don't give a fuck. I'm taking the songs that I like, so they're on my team.
And he did, and I'm an Islanders fan, and they take phenomenal picks that look great to them. Then they don't win Stanley Cups. So I'm a Jets fan. I see my teams take picks and they don't end up too well. But
that's
okay.
Me taking Cam Scattaboo in the 1st round because I saw he was an animal in college. Damn everybody.
And yeah, he might play for 2 or 3 years. And Circulate might play for 2 or 3 years, but I might not ever listen to it again.
up or down on the wild card pick?
It was my last ranked wild card. I'm not a Macarena fan. Can't get into it.
All right, Sam, you're up.
Man, respect for picking songs that you like, because my draft, if I were in this, would probably look something similar in terms of first round picks that probably don't make a lot of sense for others. Um, I don't know that October Night's not a strong pick for me. I already mentioned that earlier. Probably one of my least favorite songs on the entire list here. But the other Yellowcard songs are very solid picks. Lights and Sounds, Hollywood Died, I agreed, is a great pick. Almost shocked that it was available that late in the game.
Sam, he got to pick anything he wanted. Nothing was available because of the screw up.
Gotcha.
So last minute audible.
Yeah, if I were to look at it strictly from my preferences, I think those are strong starting line picks in the number 1 and 2 spot. Overall, though, just based off of what's available and what's out there, I don't know that they're the strongest selections for those. So again, respect for picking the songs you like. They'd definitely be up there for me. Overall, looking at the grand scheme of things, I don't know that it's the strongest of list.
I think we need to give Steve Kelly, who's generally quite angry, the ability to just tell us everybody to just fuck off. Would you like that? Would you like that ability?
No,
Steve?
I don't need to do that.
Oh no. Okay. Wanted to just give you the board if you want to, back up anything that you didn't agree with.
I feel like this is a highly subjective exercise, and I respect everybody's opinions.
Said with a smile. So Chris was super upset that he got.
Whoa! I wasn't upset. Oh, because I thought you were going to be upset. Yeah.
No, that you got ChatGPT'd into the last pick, but he did have that first snake pick. So keep that in mind. He had that opportunity to take 2 songs in a row a couple times. So Sam, why don't you kick off? What do you think of Chris 183's picks here and his team?
These picks just flat out suck. I'm just kidding.
I knew that was coming.
No, these are, man, I got to give it to you because you were light on the starting line, which I could have probably guessed you would have been right from the get-go. But boy, did you make up for that by picking up some really strong Yellowcard songs. I would challenge that first pick, only one, because I'm such a big fan of like Rough Landing Holly, Way Away, I think is a stronger song, even Light Up the Sky. But I think you have a very strong selection of Yellowcard songs. I would argue the same thing that I argued with Steve's, that I'm shocked that you were able to pick up so many of what, in my opinion, are the strongest Yellowcard songs, some of the strongest Yellowcard songs on the list. That being said, it's lacking a little starting line, and the one starting line song you did pick would not necessarily be my preference.
Not much left.
Although it was a great one.
There wasn't much left. I'll put it that way.
And Chris had the first pick on the wild cards. How do you feel about Mambo number 4 or 5 or 6?
Well, let me just say for a 4-round pick, 2, Direction is a steal. But overall, Mambo number 5. So it sits in the number 2 spot overall for me.
Not the 5 spot?
No.
Dr. Bernie, round us out.
All right. You had to go with only one. That was what that kind of fell to you. So I think that was a good first round pick, solid choice. I think the following 2 rounds you could have diversified a little bit, but it's okay because I think you chose another 2 solid songs that were available to you. I am more of a fan of Light Up the Sky than Rough Landing Holly, just personal preference. But that song fell to you anyways, so I think that was solid. Direction, not my jam, not one of my favorites, so I don't personally rank that as high. I just couldn't get into that song. I think some of their newer stuff higher rated than that. Potentially some other better picks still available. Way Away, I think is a solid track. I would push back on Ocean Avenue and Way Away, being phenomenal earlier tracks, where there are, I think, if you have the entire collection available to you, I think there probably were at least 3 or 4 better songs that could have been chosen. But still, nevertheless, I think a Way Away is a solid like 85 to 90 overall rank. If I were to roughly analyze it. Mambo number 5 is a brutal track. I can't get into that. So that definitely dropped you to number 3 in the overall rankings. Specifically, there were more solid available tracks like Who Let the Dogs Out and obviously Gangnam Style.
That makes me shudder. Okay.
Just love
That's
it.
Fine.
I love this analysis.
Who let the
It's so monotone and to the
so
point.
surgical.
Yeah, it is.
If you need a surgeon, he may be available.
That's just cut deep when he said Mambo number 5. It's brutal.
We're gonna listen to it. Okay. The judges. Can I be a judge next time?
We can. We make the rules, Chris. You can whatever you want to do. We can do.
I mean, I'm sorry. I got it. It's fine. It's good. Appreciate it.
Anything further? It seems like you're chewing back some words.
I don't know what is. I have no words.
It's the first time ever Chris's Quiz 23 is speechless. Oh man.
Oh no, I have speech. I'm just trying to be respectful because we asked these gentlemen to be on the show to be the judges, and I want to respect that. And
you're literally talking to a sailor. There's like minimally offensive things that could be said. So have at it, man.
No. I mean, look, I'm not going to argue Who Let the Dogs Out versus Mambo number 5. I'm not going to argue that, even though there is a delineation between the two, and I probably could argue it. I could argue that if I could erase one song from this world, it might be Who Let the Dogs Out. There's nothing against you, Stu.
It's fine, man. We had limited choices. I wanted to choose that one, so it's fine.
Stu put in the group text today. He wanted to buy tickets to see the Baja Men.
Before you rank me number 3,
what the fuck? I don't even know what you're talking about.
So I got to challenge Doc for a second. The lyrics to Who Let the Dogs Out are Who Let the Dogs Out, woof, 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 Who Let the Dogs Out.
That is how the song
number
goes.
one wild card song. I'm getting loud. I'm
Bro,
sorry.
the options here were slim pickings, okay?
No, you're good. But hey,
that is
I'll
the
tell
one.
you what, the only and just pulling this back into more constructive stuff. Way Away, I really love that song, and so I could have gone a couple different ways, but Believe was the only one that I probably could have picked instead of Way Away. I really like that song too. I'm not sure what else that would have been picked above that. And of course, like there's other songs that are on other albums, I guess, that I could think about, but those are the two that really were at the forefront of a pick that I had to make, without really much time to think about it. So. But I actually Hollywood Died would have been one I would have picked too, but it was already picked. So
you guys ever get that email from ESPN after you draft that's like you get a D?
Yeah,
that's how I feel right now. It's like
you guys are about to get that email.
Tight ends. What's wrong with you?
What's funny is the team that gets the A usually comes in last place, by the way. So just a heads up.
The nice thing is that we actually have a playlist. Dr. Bernie put it together after he saw the draft board. We actually have a playlist of all of the songs included here. So we'll post that somewhere in the notes or the comments or something like that. So you can listen to the whole thing on shuffle. But I listened to it today, and for some reason, fucking Who Let the Dogs Out and Mambo number 5 were the first 2 songs. So you have to be careful when you put this playlist on shuffle. But it is a good playlist, and I guess I think we need to put a bow on this with kind of a rank in it. Dr. Bernie, you have a specific rank, it sounds like, for the 4. So why don't we have you and Sam each give your ranks and see if there's a consensus or not?
Let me see here. Now, forgive me, my memory is not the best. Did Sam have an opportunity to weigh in on Chris?
Yes.
He trashed mine.
Very good. Yes. So starting from last, but definitely not least, and much respect to choosing what you like and not what I like, which is the way it should have been. So I'm going to say Steve Kelly will be number 4, followed by Chris, followed by Stu, and then the number 1 overall is going to be the wingman.
Hey,
Mr.
can we
Stevie.
get specific scoring numbers for each player?
Yeah, so for Steve, I got a 91 overall. For Stu, I got an 85.2. For Chris, I got 84. And for Steve, I got 81.
Wow.
That's still a solid B.
I hope
Yeah, it's a
Ocean
B,
Avenue blows an ACL.
Did you say, what did you say Steve's was? Steve Kelly?
84?
An 80.
81.
81.
Okay.
Sam, you do not have to have specific number rankings, by the way. That was not a prerequisite of being a judge.
He did it, though.
You all
He did it.
get 69s. Let's
6,
go
7.
with. Oh, I should have done that one. All right. So here's my list. No hurt feelings. I got to agree with the doc here on the number 4 spot. Steve, respect for picking the songs. Just not the strongest playlist that I would be picking out of the full rotation here. I got that in the number 4 spot. Very similar to the doc. I got Chris 183 in the number 3 spot. Again, solid yellow card picks. Would have liked to see a little bit more TSL sprinkled in there overall. In the number 2 spot, I've got Wingman Steve with some very solid picks. But I got to give the number 1 spot to Stu, not only with the best wild card pick, in my opinion, with Who Let the Dogs Out, especially after Chris read some of the lyrics to remind me just how good that song was. Or is. But I just think there's just banger after banger on this list. A lot of really solid picks overall. So Stu, number 1 spot for me.
Thank you.
Yo,
There you have it.
impressively, you guys both did that without like the true wild card in the 5 spot. So kudos to both of you.
Do we want to do a ranking it, Chris, for the other 4 of us, or that this is it?
What do you mean? You
Like,
want to rank it?
We could rank the 4 teams, even though we participated.
I mean, no,
I mean,
because
we
we're going to
participated.
pick
We
ourselves.
can't,
What are you talking about?
Can't do that.
Well, you can pick yourself. See
I'm number 1.
Who else?
What would you pick? You pick yourself number 1.
I would, but I would pick you, Chris, at number 2. I just wanted I wanted to say that
Why?
because of your 3 starting yellow card songs and your From the Pocket, Way Away.
I think Only One's better than Ocean Avenue. I just think it's a better song.
Yo, I think that you need to
I
have Bernie and Sam on the next one where you guys draft some stuff, because the strategy of who you don't want anybody else to have, like as a song, becomes very, it becomes like a very personal thing. I need you both to experience this now.
Fair enough.
Listen, this was so much fun. We are 100% undoubtedly going to do it again. We secretly have the next one already in the planning stages, so we're going to be ready to go.
We are, but the fun thing's also going to be for all of you guys out there that are listening to rank your favorite team, maybe talk about some of the picks that you would have done differently as you listen to the progression through it. And of course, if you're going to rank, maybe you want to have a score associated with each person's name. That's awesome. Do that. But if not, give us some thoughts and feelings on why you picked who you picked to go along with your rank.
That's right. Thank you to all of our patrons. I would assume at some point we're going to release this hopefully to the masses, and we're going to continue these exercises because this fantasy draft thing was super fun. Thank you to our fellow draftees, Stu and Steve Kelly of Port Maria. Dude, I hope you guys had fun.
It was a good time, man. We had a good time.
This was a blast, guys. This was a blast. And Sam and Kev, thank you guys for being absolutely ruthless.
Loved
That's right.
it, man.
Thank you to our evaluators, Dr. Bernie, Sam. You guys did a great job. I know that was tough to come in and be the judges of 4 people that just drafted their hearts out. But I came in basically first, so I'm cool with it. Everything's fine.
I'll listen to all these playlists anyways.
Sam and Kevin, that's exactly why I was getting a little heated, because I knew Wingman Steve would that would be the last word, but that's okay. You guys Steve, that's no shade. I'm just saying.
Listen, again, my draft could have gone completely different based upon what the people around me
need
chose.
To defend yourself. You don't need to
just
defend
saying.
yourself.
It's how a draft goes.
That's part of the fun, and I will also thank the judges for coming on. It's not an easy job to come on and rank it or basically give your feelings on something like this and judge, but you guys did a great job doing it. So I had a lot of fun like you guys did and can't wait to do it again.
All right. Thanks, everybody, listening for your patronage. Keep on rocking your dad bods, throw up your rock hands, blast the pop punk, and have a good draft. Bye.
Dragon Wagon.